Hey, what is going on, guys? I want to talk about this article from page 6. Now, this is actually a trending topic on Twitter, and what I want to do with this channel is speak about, just basically shit posts and speak about what's trending on social media. That's mainly what I'm going to be doing on this topic, especially with topics that are kind of interesting to me because of the overall content that I speak on. And I want to talk about Miley Cyrus ending her marriage with Liam Hemsworth. Okay, this is the guy who dated her while she went through her thought phase, her ratchet phase, when she crossed over into hip hop for a brief amount of time, and he was dating her off and on during that time. So he waited and then married her. The next thing you know, the marriage is over. There's always a cleanup man, huh? Anyway. And by the way, I believe she was dating producer Mike Will Made It as well. Anyway, let's see. Less than a year after getting married, it's over for Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Liam and Miley have agreed to separate at this time, a rep for Cyrus told People. Ever evolving, changing as partners and individuals, they have decided that is what's best while they both focus on themselves and careers. They still remain dedicated parents to all their animals. Oh boy. They share while lovingly taking this time apart. Please respect their process and privacy. Cyrus and Hemsworth tied the knot in an intimate ceremony in December after their on and off relationship spanned 10 years. The couple was previously engaged to each other in 2012 and called it off a year later. They reunited and rekindled their romance in 2015. That was during the time she did the whole crossover, and they were on and off during that time. But he waited for her. He let her do her thing, go through her phase. She also was in the girls as well, so you can't leave that out. Just all over the place. News of the split comes hours after Cyrus posted a photo without her wedding ring while vacationing in Italy. Cyrus has been joined on her Mediterranean trip by the Hill star Caitlyn Carter, who recently split from her husband Brody Jenner. So it's like a divorcee trip, I guess women do things like that after breakup. Who knows? In January, Hemsworth told Extra that the couple's wedding was spur of the moment. It wasn't hard, he said at the time. We have a small group of friends. It was mainly immediate family, a spur of the moment kind of thing. Of married life, he added, I'm very happy to be where I am. Oh boy, that sounds like a good cleanup guy. Simp. He was with Miley for 10 years. And I want y'all to understand something. What goes through the mind of a guy who has everything in front of him? He's an actor in Hollywood. His brother's an actor. Well known. There are a lot of women who would want to date him. But he chooses to wait for Miley. Because this is what it seems like the situation is. Because she was quick to go on social media and basically show, hey, I'm single and available. Women do that because they want to signal to other men that they are available, because they know that subconsciously a lot of men are not going to pursue a woman that's married or even in relationships for the most part. I mean, some guys will, but for the most part, a lot of dudes just ain't trying to go in that direction. So what women will do is, as soon as they break up, they walking around like Lala Anthony is doing the same thing. She's walking around without her wedding ring just to let men know that she is no longer attached. She may be still married to Carmelo, but she is no longer attached to Carmelo. So her DMs are open. And that's the same thing that Miley Cyrus is doing. Let's see. In February, Cyrus spoke about her relationship with the actor to Vanity Fair. We're redefining, to be effing frank, what it looks like for someone that's a queer person like myself to be in a hetero relationship. She told the magazine, a big part of my pride and my identity is being a queer person. So she's all about identity politics. She's all about pushing identity politics. And that's one of the reasons why this relationship has failed, because she is out there openly saying that I like girls and I like to, go both ways. That's basically her mindset. That's who she is. And this guy, like a dope, is still trying to wait on her to change or for her to want to be in this hetero relationship, but she's still willing to end the relationship in order to push her own identity politics. She continued, what I'm in love with exists on almost every spiritual level. It has nothing to do with sexuality, but you just spoke about it. Relationships and partnerships in a new generation. I don't think they have so much to do with sexuality or gender. Sex is actually a small part, and gender is a very small part, almost irrelevant part of relationships. Well, you're bringing it up, Miley, so obviously it means something to you. I don't know what this guy was thinking. Like, I really don't. Like, you're gonna wait on her when you got all these other women that you can be with. It just seems to me that Miley is in complete control of this relationship. She controls the flow of it, how it's viewed, when she's ready to settle down. He says the marriage was spur of the moment. It was spur of the moment because maybe in that particular situation, she was in a different mindset to where, because women are very emotional and they can hop and say, hey, let's get married. And because you think that you can change her and that you can make her the woman that you want her to be, you're willing to do that. And now you've walked down the aisle with a woman who don't even know her real true identity. She's still young. How old is she? She's 26. She's 26 years old. You're 29. How long are you going to wait for Miley Cyrus to change? You've already married her and now the marriage is over. The marriage is over now. So are you going to continue to wait on her? Are you going to continue to try to fix this situation? You can't fix what is already broken. You can't. No matter how much you try, you will not be able to change her. He thinks he can change her. He has his career in front of him and he's still trying to tame her. Bro, you're not going to be able to tame her. At least not right now. Maybe once she's completely hit the wall and she realizes that her looks are not the same, people don't view her the same way, that's when she's going to be ready to settle down and she's going to stop playing all these identity politics. But as long as she's still in her mid-20s, bro, you're not going to be able to have the type of relationship with her that you want to have with her. And these guys think that they can change these chicks. You can't change them. You're not going to be able to change these females. And this is why particular females like Miley Cyrus are not worth marrying or even dating for that matter, because she is in a bit of an identity crisis. She's trying to push identity politics, but she wants to have that relationship and that marriage with the same type of guys that particular celebrity females like her are trying to marginalize. It reminds me of Brie Larson. Brie Larson talks about straight white males and how they need to be pushed to the background and allow other people to have a chance to succeed in Hollywood. But who is she dating? Those same men that she claims needs to be pushed out of the way. The same type of men she claimed she didn't want interviewing her during her press run for Captain Marvel. But you're dating those same type of men. It's almost like they live in hypocrisy and they don't care that people know that. They don't care that people see through the BS. Everybody can see that something is seriously wrong with Miley. She's going through identity issues. She ain't been the same since she's been off that Hannah Montana show. And I think ever since she's been trying to change, who she is. She's trying to live by this new, SJW feminist standard. But what is that? Because those same women want to be in relationships like what she has. But because all of her friends are all of these weirdos in her ear, telling her how she should live her life and what she should stand for, she listens to them, and she better hope that Liam doesn't wake up and realize that he is making a complete fool of himself by trying to be in a relationship with somebody who clearly does not care about him, and clearly he's basically there for moral support, or when she's going through some things, he's the shoulder to cry on. He's that good guy. He's that good guy she's always wanted, but she's willing to push him to the background until she's ready to be in a relationship with him. And that's how these guys get treated. Until you dudes take the red pill and you understand that you need to view women the way that they want you to view them, not the way that you want to view them. And I think that's what Miley's trying to tell this guy. She wants to keep him around, so she portrays herself as a woman who can be calm, and a woman who can be the woman that he wants her to be. But in the same token, she wants to live her life the way she wants to.